Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Molly Hatchet and Boogie No More coming out of the gate kicking ass tonight, baby. Rock and roll style. Friday night, Yanki and the Brit, RTM Radio Network over here on Chrome and Steel. Hi, everybody. What's going on? Nice to see you guys. Truck 'em easy out there, boys. Don't get too carried away. It ain't like the old days, that's for sure.
Yes,
how's everybody?
Evening.
Friday night. Hello, Mr. Thomas, mi amigo. What's going on
Hello,
out there?
husband.
Mr. Thomas in the chat, of course, and the beautiful wife next to me, Miss Donna. Hello, Donna.
She is. She's looking stunning tonight, isn't she?
Commonly
if I
known
do
as
say
the
so
Brit.
myself.
Such a hottie. What's this about Grandpa's Cadillac?
He has been writing a song with the Steve Hickman.
Hey, cool. Hope it works out. Can't wait to hear that, man. Get that puppy over here. Of course, tomorrow night, Saturday night is country night. We'll have, of course, we'll be doing Steve Hickman tunage. Can't have a weekend without it. Keith Sampson, Donna Joe. God, bring your requests, anything you like. We're more than happy to play it. Within reason, of course, which means basically anything. What else we got going on over here? Oh, all kinds of things I want to bitch about, but I'll save that for later. Anyways.
Oh,
moving
come
right
on.
along
What
the-
could you possibly have to bitch about? Come on,
The
I'm
way,
just dying to hear this.
The way these guys can't keep their trucks between the lines. How's that for starters?
Come on, I'm listening.
Riding down the center line. Get over in your lane, man. Come on. There's enough room out there. Those lanes are big enough.
Think you've got a bit more runt in you than that.
Well, I'm trying to behave here a little bit. Don't want to get too
Funny
out of hand.
behaving.
Because I'm not. Just shut up over there. I'm just so sick of seeing stupid everywhere. People can't drive. Nobody in the last 20 years is teaching anybody how to drive. Not how to drive as in steer the car forward. Maybe even back it up, but the rules of the road. Nobody knows what the rules are. You just make them up as you go along, it looks like, from what I see. I really, and I've said it before, I wish they would put driving, back into high school, driver's ed, like we had when we grew up. You learn how the signage works. You learn the lanes, how to use them, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just not happening. The truck driving schools don't do it. It seems to me anymore, if you're going out for your driver's license, kids, adults, in a four-wheeler, if you can get the trainer around the block and back, you get a license. Oh, whew, I'm alive. We made it through another day. Here's your license. Go away and don't come back. That's about how it seems, But anyways, that's what I was talking about. You happy now? I let a little bit of that out.
Oh, that was like a right piss poor excuse for a rant.
I know. I just don't have the old rant like I used to, do I?
No, he's got no fire in his belly tonight. No. I don't think any of us have, actually. In all fairness, we're like ready to go to sleep already.
No, nothing like it used to be. Sniffing the tears in the driver's seat. Rocking and rolling down the highway on a Friday night with a Yankee and a Brit. Saxon, Wheels of Steel, the Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. Hey, Friday, what's going on, baby? Everything looking good out there on your end of the highway? That's a beautiful thing, of course. Man, my brain is getting to be toast. I didn't realize I was starting to forget people. Wow. Sitting here having a chat in the conversation room over here with an old classmate, talking about another one from our alma mater that passed away, and I have no clue who it was. And then I'm sitting here thinking, what about this guy? What about that guy? Hell, I don't even remember their names anymore. It's a sad, sad day for me. I'm going to be post-toasted here before you know it. You remember all your classmates?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I remember everybody in my class, but now you're kind of, with what I'm talking about with Brenda in the chat, it's kind of
whether I'd recognize
expanding
them
outside
is a
of my
story.
Group, I guess, But I went to Vo Ed for 2 years, so that when I went to vocational school, a lot of people stayed at the high school, so I kind of, lost track, fell out, or whatever you want to call it with a lot of people. So really, I don't know if that has anything to do with the Berlinskis we're talking about, but you'll have that, I guess.
Yeah.
Old age creeping in.
Yeah, I remember most people. Like
I'm
I
gonna
say,
have
I'm not sure
another
if
cigarette,
I'm not
man.
sure if I'd recognise them, but I do remember them all.
Oh,
especially this cute little. She wasn't in my class. She was in the year below me, but I just thought she was just the cutest. Her name was Rupinda Baines.
Rupinda.
Rupinda, yeah.
Rupinda, let down your hair.
Little Indian girl, and she had the most cutest little plaits. There's a picture of her where we're all dressed up, and she has just the cutest little plaits, and she always used to talk like that. You know, she was living number 66. But she was just, she was just adorable. She was just so
What did you call her?
cute.
Pony pigtails?
Yeah, she used to have plaits down her.
Plaits.
Yeah.
That's British, obviously.
I've got to explain everything to you.
A plait.
Yeah, like that.
That's funny though. I've got plaits on my head. Look over here, then.
Plait your
Bloody hell, my
hair.
plaits are flapping in the breeze.
That look.
Oh, here we go. I feel a link coming on.
Like that.
I don't know. Pigtails. That's a pigtail.
No, a pigtail's when you don't plait it. A pigtail's when you just throw it up in a hair bubble.
Well, she's
But when
cute
you-
as hell with that thing.
Shut
huh?
up with that. According to Randy, everybody...
Braids. That's it. Yes, Brenda's got it right. Braids or pigtail, I guess. Same thing. Pigtails
You
are
know,
one
where
on
you-
each side, right?
Where you have like 3 bits of hair and then you cross that over that and that over that and that over that. I'm going to have knotted hair by the time I've done explaining to this yank.
Plaits.
But yeah, there was just a cute little girl in my class.
I'm trying to figure out how you Brits come up with these words for things that don't even make any sense. I suppose that's got extra letters that you don't need. Yes, Brenda nailed it. Braids. That's
Now, when
it.
you have braids in your hair,
Thomas said he got hit over the head with a
Look.
plate once.
look, when you have braids in the hair in the UK, you actually have like bits of cotton wrapped round, and then you have beads on the end.
Bits of what?
Cotton. You have cotton.
Bits of what?
Well, you shut up.
Cotton.
Yeah, you have bits of cotton in your hair, and then you have like beads on the end. That's when you have your hair braided in the UK. But there's Rupinda Baines, look, with the little plaits.
All right, then.
She was just
What's
so
those little
cute.
fuzz balls at the end?
She was
Never
ever so
keeping the
cute.
flies away? Does she flip her head back and forth and chase the flies away or something? Like I said, Thomas in the chat said he got hit over the head with a plate one time. Oh, a plait, sorry. He had a plait on his head. You must have looked like Fu Manchu. Don't the Chinese braid their hair like that, right? One braid? Something like that. If I got it right. I think. Anybody remember that? Chongqing make chicken good. I remember that. Okay, I know. Just
See,
keep
that's
moving on.
what I know as hair braiding.
What in the name of God is that?
That's what I know as hair braiding. But
Should see this
also,
girl's hairdo. What
but
is that?
also when you have like, you see there where she's got like little beads in the end. Look, you know, that's what I see as hair braiding.
That looks like those. Listen, have you ever seen those doorways in the Indian shops where you walk through and it's all the braided beads hanging in the doorway instead
Yeah.
of a door? That's
Yeah.
what her hair looks like. She needs to stick some incense in there, and she would look so much better.
She needs some sense in there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no sense in there. Maybe some incense. Incense, peppermints, crippling. All right.
But anyway, I was just telling you about the little girl in my class, and there was another little cute Indian girl called Kulbinder, and she was just like cute as well. Very tall, very
was her
long.
name?
She's very long faced like you Americans.
What was her name?
You know, her face was about 10 feet long. Kulbinder.
Corbinda.
Yeah.
Is that anything like coal
I'm
blommy
telling
trousers?
you about a long face.
I'm
here.
asking
Shut
British
up.
questions over here. Is that
What?
anything like coal blommy trousers?
It is like Cole Blimey trousers.
Clolinda-
Yeah. She wore
Clolinda-
Cole Blimey trousers and she lived
Clolinda
in a
Blimey.
council flat.
Coal Linda Blime trousers. How's it?
She lived on Shakespeare Street.
That's funny when you do that. Do it again.
She lived on Shakespeare Street.
Shakespeare.
But yeah, there was I remember most people in my
Thomas
class.
said, I had somebody put cornrows in my hair. Had to take that out. That shit hurt. That's tied up so tight, man. That's like just grabbing your hair and pulling it and holding
Let
it
me
there.
tell you guys, some of you guys will have seen the photos. I had about half a roll of Scotch tape in my hair about a year ago, didn't I, husband?
Oh, that wasn't that much. That couldn't have hurt.
It was when you pulled the
I
bugger
didn't
out.
feel a thing.
I bet you didn't.
That's how you. That's how you got dressed up like Cindy Beth.
Yes. Oh yeah, it was Cindy Beth, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had the cans in your hair for
Yes, I
rollers
had all
and-
these beer cans. I even had a baked bean can
Oh,
in
don't
my
forget
hair.
the soup can.
The soup, yeah, there was a soup can in there.
Baked beans and soup, how British is that?
I
You
think
got
there
to
was a
love
Dr.
that.
Pepper can in there, and then there was some beer cans that we picked up along the side of the road.
If you don't have proper cans in your hair, you're no good there then.
That is how you roll your hair, you'll curl your hair in America. I wonder whether Brenda, in the chat room, used to put beer cans in her hair. Now, I can't imagine your hair to be...
As far as I know now, if you're talking younger days, she didn't drink beer then.
Yes,
Now
but-
she probably uses rum bottles.
Can you shut up and let me talk?
No.
I imagine that you would have had to put thinner cans or something thinner in your hair than beer cans, because beer cans would be too thick and you would have curls about the size of the Channel Tunnel, you know, big holes the size of the Channel Tunnel as curls.
Now there's some 80s curls right there.
Yeah, but if you had like those thinner cans, like the orange juice, or like I can lend me your aspirin bottle a second.
Oh,
I
good
that will
God
kill
almighty.
that
What are
will
you gonna
kill
do
my
with
hair.
that?
You know, I think that would make perfect curls, wouldn't it, husband?
Yeah. Maybe it'll make that headache I have go away.
I know, I've got a headache too. Oi! You should take a picture of me and my new hairdo.
Oh, get out of here. See, Brenda said nope.
Nope.
You don't use rum bottles now? I'll be wrapping my hair in some whiskey bottles.
Randy's
Good. Come on,
mum.
mine.
Randy's mum says that her sister used to do it, and she used to sleep with her head hanging out of the bed so that she didn't mess her hair up. Can you believe that?
Well, it just doesn't... my hair doesn't hold curls unless I have a perm. I can't understand why the hell a woman would put curlers in her hair and then go to bed.
Curlers.
Curlers! Don't you start on the Yankee accent.
You know that song, You're the reason that our kids are ugly, little darlings.
Hey, John Chico, what's
There's,
going on?
when Randy says, I wish you'd put some curlers in your hair, he goes, curlers.
I did not
You
go
do.
curlers.
You go curlers.
Curlers.
Mr. Chico. Oh.
I thought you said you didn't feel good.
I know. I feel absolutely terrible today.
Yeah, you sound like
Absolutely awful.
it. Oh, jeez. All right.
Look at Thomas over there with his guitar.
What's he doing there, then? Where is he with his guitar? There he is.
In his USMC t-shirt.
United States Marine Corps. Salute! Okay. Can I move on now?
I suppose.
Back to the bloody music then, right? Let's do one of my favorite tunes. Ride, Tommy Castro and the Painkillers. Oh, yeah, baby. ZZ Top and Legs with the Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. What's going on out there? Hello to Mrs. Dave and Tracy and Fred.
Fred.
Hello, Fred. What's going on, Fred?
Friday
Fred.
night, rocking out on the Yankee on the Brit show.
I like the name Fred.
It's like our doggy's name, is it? Alfred.
No, that's what Jerry Reed called his dog in the... you know them movies. His dog's name was Fred. Hello, Fred. I remember that.
Whose dogs was... What?
What? Snowman used to call his dog Fred. I'm getting it. Little by little, it's coming back. Dave says, snow? Oh, hell no to snow. Well, it's a-coming, son. Be prepared.
Oh, I hate it. It just makes me want to cry and cry and cry for days. Like a Mardy cow.
Mrs. Dave is out there someplace.
Yeah, Mrs. Dave.
Hey, Mrs. Dave. She is a
I
dog.
can't even whistle tonight. I've got like a Brad James whistle.
You can't whistle any better than Brad can.
I know. It
Good
sucks.
God almighty. So, there you go, man. What's up there, Mr. D? Anything exciting going on up north? Way up there in Yankee land?
Up yonder.
Smokey and the Bandit. That's what I said. Doesn't anybody listen to me when I talk?
No.
I didn't think so.
Anybody listen to you? No.
Anyways, Jerry Reed was the truck driver hauling the beer, and he went by the handle of Snowman, and his dog was Fred. Ha ha! Gonna have a good time, Fred.
Fred is there putting in some new floors. Have you moved house then, Dave? Or is that at the bar? What's going on? Tell me. You can't just leave me without all this important information. Can they? Tell him.
Fred's putting down the wood. Careful with your wood there, Fred. Yeah, I would have heard somebody. Trip to Bermuda. Who's going to Bermuda? Cruising Dave Summers in the chat room with the
yes,
Yankee
there
and the
is a
Brit over
cruise to
here.
Bermuda.
Cruising Dave Summers from the Bozo Truckin' Bar and Grill up north there in Toledo, Ohio. Way up there in the north corner of the Buckeye State. At the house. Oh, you're at home. You're not at the bar. All righty then. Putting in some new flows. Is he laying your carpet? Careful now. Leave any stains on it.
Is Mrs. Dave getting laid? That's another whistle. Give her a whistle.
I can't. I'm all dry. Dry.
There you go.
Usually works better than that. All right. Best I can do. So anyways, what's the trip to Bermuda? Who's going to Bermuda?
I just said I think it's a cruise.
Oh, laminate, that cheap stuff. Okay. Oh, just kidding. I'm only serious, really.
Dave will go, there's nothing cheap about my wood.
That's for Mrs. Dave to decide.
Dave's got a laminate dick.
You stay out of it, damn it. Oh,
so
Jesus
Mr.
Christ.
Thomas would like to hear Poison, Nothing But a Good Time.
I think...
Ignore Dave for a few minutes.
I think Dave is hurting for a cruise is what his point is over there. Yeah, I saw the request. I'll get it here in a minute. I'm not playing anything off of YouTube anymore, by the way, so you'll have to wait till I download the thing.
Silgy says that she's made of ice. She is an ice queen. Just like me, I'm an ice queen.
You're an ice queen, like
Yes.
Silgy is.
Yes. Oh, I wish you'd pay attention.
She's an ice queen. She's over there where it's cold. That's too damn cold for me. Screw that noise. That's why I left Ohio and moved down here. Ugh. Can't take that. Oh, she is an ice. She said I'm an ice queen. I
Yes,
get it.
now you're getting it.
Well, that's why. Look how far down the chat it is. How am I supposed to
that's
see
what
that?
your
I'm
mud
up here
flaps
talking
are
to
for.
people in the present.
If you were listening to me with those mud flaps of yours, you would know
What?
that I said ice queen.
What? I got an ear
Silgy,
infection. I couldn't
sort
hear
him
you.
out.
Couldn't hear a word you're saying.
See, Dave says he's off for a 7-day cruise.
Silence.
He's such a brat, isn't he? Hey, Alfred.
Hi, Alfred.
Hey, good looking.
Hello, everybody. How are you, buddy? Oh, absolutely marvelous over here. Good. Nice to hear that. Now, could you take your stinky butt and go somewhere else with it? Oh, you smell. Oh, geez, you smell like a dog. Get out of here.
I know,
Then I'm
you
on
need
my
a
way.
doggy bath, don't you?
No sense in being so rude.
No.
I'm not being rude. You stink. Jeez, go get a bath.
Oh.
Will you send a lot of snow for Christmas, Randy? Yes, I'll send all of it to you if we get any. Sometimes we get a little bit here.
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum.
I've been here almost 10 years, and I think 8 inches of snow is the most we've got since I've been here. So we don't get a lot of it, thank God. It gets cold, but we don't get a lot of snow. I hope we don't get any. They said it's supposed to be a mild winter this year here. So hopefully I'll get to spend a lot of time outside all winter. I hope. I hope. That's what they say about Texas. All you truck drivers, man, get your runs down south this year. According to Farmer's Almanac, it's supposed to be a mild winter, so the driving will be a lot better. Oh, wait a minute. You can't just go where you want anymore. You have to be routed, and you have to follow the rules. And the ELD will control your life for you. It will tell you when you can sleep and when you can't. Oh, boy. Forget that. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that stuff. Anyways, let's go back over here and jam some tunage. We got a request coming up here for Thomas in the chat room. In the meantime, some Pretenders. No, not the Pretenders. Foo Fighters. Everlong.
Alfred's
Are you done over there now?
Alfred, look at his unimpressed face.
The whole time I'm trying to do something important, you're yakking.
You never do anything
You and the
important.
dog constantly yakking over there.
What are you doing, Alfred? Huh?
Like I said, the Foo Fighters and Everlong with the Yankee and the Brit. Crocus and Too Hot. The Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network.
That's my problem. Too
Off
hot.
the request line, as he tries to say. The clock on the wall says 8:48. That is the time in Texas right at the moment. North Texas, that is. Up here north of Dallas. Just about on the Oklahoma border. If you're out there trucking around tonight, be safe. Keep between the lines. Shiny side up, dirty side down. You know how that goes. Keep the wheels turning. The hell with that ELD. You ain't making no money sitting around playing the games with the government. Get out there and do some trucking. Come on. Yankee and the Brit over here got it all going on. Rock and roll tonight. Tomorrow night. Country night. Saturday night. Bring your requests. You got requests tonight, man? Call in. 903-487-9626. Get your request. Send it through Facebook, through the Yankee and the Brit page, or Donna, or whatever you got. We're all about it, man. That's what we do. We rock and roll on Friday night. And that's what we expect you to be doing. You got a copy on all that shit? Give me a pill. Freedom Fuel with the Yankee and the Brit. Oh, Van Halen, Running with the Devil. There's a song that'll make a man out of you if you're a young man when you hear it for the first time. Trust me, I know. Hey, Dave Summers up there at the Truckin' Bozos Bar and Grill at Summers Ridge, up there in Toledo where I-80 and 280 meet. You want to get up there and check that place out, man, if you're trucking by the area. And don't forget, T-shirts. Get your Truckin' Bozos T-shirt. Get it right here from the Yankee and the Brit. The link's on the Truckin' Bozo bar page. Go over there and check that out. And thank you to Mr. Dave for stopping by tonight, of course. Always nice to have him and his wonderful wife stop by and check in with the Yankee and Brit show and see what's going on. Those guys got it all going on up there, man. Great bands, good drinks. Get up there and check them out sometime when you get a minute. There's a shameless plug for the Truckin' Bozos Bar and Grill. And, of course, anybody old enough to know who Truckin' Bozo was, that in itself is enough. Go up there and check them all out, man.
You know, we all love them. We all listen to them every week. Let's get to know who the Yankee and the Brit really are. Come join us Wednesday night on the JBC Charity Spotlight. We're going to do a special 3-hour show that's...
No. Now that I know what that is, I'll get rid of that.
Ah.
Oh, I'll have to go find it and get rid of it.
Yeah, YB promo or something.
That's way old. That's got to go, man. Anyways, let's get back to the tunage over here, shall we? Oh, man, where did that come from?
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah, go ahead and make me that offer. Let's see if I can refuse it or not, because I got a feeling I can. You guys trucking around out there? Anybody else out there in the middle of the night? Be safe, man. Don't
Look,
do
you got a request in the chat room of Thomas. He wants to hear ZZ Top, cheap sunglasses.
What is it?
ZZ Top.
Can't you say Z?
I wasn't taught to say Z.
Well,
I
it's
was taught to
ZZ
say
Top.
Z.
Americans don't say Z.
Top. ZZ Top.
Oi.
What?
This is bloody America over
And?
here. Talk like an American.
Somebody this week, in fact, we've had 2 people say that Randy is beginning to sound like a Brit.
I know, I was going to mention that a little while back and I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, he's not been doing it on purpose, just words that he's been saying while he's just been chattering away. I mean, you know when he's doing it on purpose. But when he's just been chattering away...
I know, it just comes out, too. It's crazy.
Yes.
Isn't that freaky?
Yes.
Who was that said that the other day? Was that the woman at the drugstore?
Yeah, it was the woman at the chemist, and then that man at Allied Plastics said it too.
Yeah, he thought I...
Yes.
Because you're always joking around. Well, he's the Brit and I'm the Yank. And he looked at me like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I always say he's the Brit. I'll say he's from England, I'm from Ohio.
Unbelievable.
And yeah, people fall for it now. Because I think
right, because they can't tell the bloody difference.
Yeah, I think we both picked up too much of each other's accents.
Getting to the point, I can't tell the difference.
Knows.
There's times I do it, I don't even realize I'm talking like that.
I hear it a lot now, more than I ever used to. And I thought I would be the first one to lose the accent because of me being surrounded.
You never
by
thought
it.
I'd be gaining one, though, did you?
I know, it's funny.
All right then, jolly good and all that. Let's do it. Excuse me. Let's do a ZZ Top 2 shall we? Kick it off with a fool for your stockings.
If you're going to be a proper Brit, you have to say ZZ.
Right then, ZZ Top. I'm still a bloody Yank, damn it. And a fool for your stockings.
I believe.
Yanki and Brit, the RTM Radio Network on a Friday night. Deep Purple and Stranger Things. All right, everybody now together with me say, aw. 1, 2, 3. Aw, you poor thing. The air conditioner's taking a shit over here. And it's getting very, very warm, and I'm not liking it very much, I gotta tell you what. Getting a little toasty in there. Got the fan on, the AC running, and I'm sweating. Smell me. Ooh, Jesus, God almighty. You look pretty smiley and pretty tonight. What's that all about? You always look like that? No? The wife is running out of energy. It's been a long day. When she goes quiet, then you start to worry. Anyways, nice to have you guys riding along with us here, jamming, rocking, and rolling, and doing all that cool stuff. Here we go over here with another request. Bachman Turner Overdrive off the hotline, taking care of business. At least that's our intention.
is your summer radio station. The Yanky and the Brit Show on RTM Radio.
Yanky and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network on a Friday night. Romantics talking in your sleep. Over in the chat room talking to Thomas about sign work and stuff. Donna and I are in the sign business. I've been in the sign business all my life. He was talking about how expensive it is to buy the gold-leafed kind of vinyl to do fire trucks and things like that. You were talking about the blades, Thomas. They you can cut them with a regular blade. It just don't last long. I've cut with just a regular plotter and a regular blade the brushed nickel vinyl and the chrome vinyl and
that reflective stuff that we did.
Yes, the reflective, the 3M reflective, which has the glass particles in it that makes it reflect. That'll eat up a blade real fast. But you just use a regular blade. What you do is you set the pressure really high, and I make 2 passes over it. I set the cutter for 2 passes, and it cuts it twice. You leave a little bit more of the tip of the blade sticking out, and it'll cut all that stuff. It's really not that bad. As far as price, yeah, it's expensive, but if you're just doing one job, you can go to certain places and buy that by the yard. Like if you're just doing like 2 doors and just 1 word or something, you can just go buy a yard of vinyl for that. If you're doing, if you do it regular, it's worth it. I mean, if you're not charging enough money to cover the cost of your labor and your materials and things, then you shouldn't be doing it, really. I mean, never do anything and not make money on it. That's what you do it for, is to make money. I mean, that's why we're in the business. It's our living. That's what we do. T-shirts. We make a lot of T-shirts, and we're always looking for more. The signs we make and stuff, I mean, you got to have the tools, and I don't have much for tools anymore, but I've also limited myself to what we really do because I'm just getting older and can't do some of the shit I used to do. I don't do electric signs anymore. I don't get into climbing very high anymore. My legs are weak, as I get older they get worse and things like that, but we stick to the simpler things. I'm trying to get it to the point where all the work I do is just right here in-house. So we don't have to go out anymore. Hopefully in the next couple of years, we'll either have to hire somebody or we can just quit doing some of that stuff. But that's all in the future, really. It's easy. It's what? The hardest part about learning how to cut that vinyl on a plotter is just sitting there and learning how to use the plotter. The software is usually the worst thing. I use Corel Draw and I use some Flexi and LXI, which is just like Flexi, really. It's a cheap knockoff, but it works great. For plotting with, and it cuts everything great. I mean, and bought a decent plotter, and I got an old plotter that's probably about 12 years old. I keep forgetting how old the thing is, but it still works great. But it just kind of sits now. I feel bad for the old girl. She just sits over there and doesn't do much, but I'll tell you what, if I ever need it, I know it'll work. It works better than this new one, actually, and it's a little bit bigger model. But I had a great big 41-inch printer, but it finally took a shit, so I threw it out the door, and they're just too expensive to go buy another one. I had a bucket truck way back in the days, Thomas, way back in the days, but I would never get another one. It's not worth the expense, the insurance and all that crap, and what it would cost to drive it to go do jobs. I'm just not into that stuff anymore. But we do all right here. We're happy with what's going on. And ever since, I married Donna and met Donna and blah, 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 she's really made a big difference in how the business is going. So, she does all the shit I can't stand. Billing, talking to people.
I can't stand it either.
Yeah, but you do it so much better and so well, and I just can't, I can't stand that crap, man. I hate that. I just like to make the shit. Mess it up, make it again.
I'm a spreadsheet queen, though. I like to be organized, and if it's not in my spreadsheet, it ain't worth it.
If you've ever heard the old saying from on This Old House, measure twice, cut once, I'm a measure once, cut twice kind of guy. That's the difference with me. Yeah. Hey, we got about 9 minutes left.
We are on our own wall of shame.
I'm telling you. Got about 9 minutes left here, 8.5 minutes, something like that. Let me throw out another tune or two here, and we'll get out of here. Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.